Let's start with your reading, Cancer. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your overall situation. Now, let's look into the energies around you and the upcoming events for you. Okay. So the energy at the bottom of the deck is Judgment going into the World card 2021. This is definitely a very important message for you today, Cancer. And we see how overall here there is something that you will soon realize, which is going to maybe set you free from an issue, from something that you have been dealing with and that now finally comes to an end. What we're seeing right here is a spiritual awakening, something that you're going to see about your past and that now you're going to fully understand it, allowing you, enabling you to move forward and to start something new, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So, this is definitely a process. And I see you that maybe right now there is something that you're experiencing which can be somewhat heavy right now, or you have been experiencing it in the past few weeks, months, if not years. But right now, Cancer, that is coming to an end, and what comes next is going to make it all worth it. So, overall, a very important overall energy that it's going to impact every single message and card that we're going to see from this moment forward. Now, in the middle of the reading, we see the Wheel of Fortune crossed by the Three of Swords. And so here is where we start seeing how heavy the situation might have been for you. This is someone who is looking back, and all you see at this moment in time is just all the many wasted attempts for happiness. And this honestly spans across multiple areas of your life: friends, family, partners. Everything here feels like a constant failure, feels like a mess. You know, these are just times that we all go through. And right now, the reason why perhaps you feel it so strongly, it's because this is the anticipation of that turning point into your life. And right before you get there, you start thinking about everything that you've been through, and you're starting to realize that something needs to change. Right here with the Wheel of Fortune, I do perceive that you're ready for a change. But whenever you look about the future, you start looking back at the past and you think, wow, I mean, look everything that has happened. Life is a series of closing doors. That's how I feel right now. And I don't know how to move forward, how to keep going, how to have that motivation again and try once more. And so, right here, obviously, you're trying to understand the past better so that you can make plans for the present and the future. Right here, there is something that repeated over and over again, maybe in different shapes, with different intensities, in different areas of your life, as we were saying, but the overall outcome always felt the same. You were keeping having faith, yet things were not turning out as you wanted them to be. And so when we get into this mind state, it's normal to think, well, it's never going to work out. This is a repeating cycle. Maybe finding happiness is just a fairy tale. It never really happens. Right here, obviously, there is something that has happened over and over again, but also we see that maybe more recently, something really acted like a death blow. Like that was the very last of a series of things that just didn't work out. And now you just see yourself thinking, you know what? I am not going to do this. I am not going to succeed here. Why should I even try? And Cancer, that is absolutely not true. And we will see soon, in fact, why. But other than that, never give up. You never have a real good reason to say, you know what? This is not going to work out. I'm not going to try anymore. There's never a time in your life where you should say that, because that's when you really define your failure. When you stop trying, then that failure, that mind state, and that energy becomes your outcome. If you keep trying, there's always a chance for things to instead improve, and they're going to improve in ways that right now you cannot even imagine, and we will look into that soon. Now, your focus position, we have the Devil, and clearly you are looking in the wrong place. Right here, you are really seeing things perhaps for what they are not. There is something right here which is your disappointment, is your hurt as well, perhaps, that it's making you now see things that are not there. People that maybe are doing things that hurt you, but they're not really doing those things. There is some sort of misinterpretation of it all here. And also, you're basing your self-worth on someone else's actions and words. And you should never, ever do that. You are so beautiful and special. And if you could only see it, you would understand that you have nothing to lose ever. You, I think, at times blame yourself for other people's mistakes, and you should never do that. You should just take that energy, transform it in a way that it's going to benefit you in the present and in the future. Now, you are going through a detox period because everything maybe is reminding you of this person, songs, movies, places you go to. You go there and you think, last time I was here, I was with this person. I was in love. I was in this situation. But you have to let go of this because something else is trying to replace it. And what it's going to replace it, if you will allow it, it's going to be so much better. Keep in mind that a love that holds you back isn't love. And this person, from what I see here at least, wasn't able to give you true love, the real love that you're looking for and that it's trying to come towards you. Now, this is mainly a love reading, but when you have love, when you have this type of energy around you, everything starts improving. And we will see how it's going to transform the world. A month or a year from now, your world is going to be completely different. So have faith. Right here, the star in your past position, right? So we see how in the past you've always tried to be tenacious, to be faithful, to trust, to take risks, to expand. And we see how overall here you are a very loyal person. I see it deeply in these messages and in this reading, and it's very important for you to find someone alike. And so right here, what I see, since this energy is in the past, is someone who is saying, I just want to dream again. I want to feel that hope again, just like I did in the past. I want to feel excited to get up in the morning, knowing that I'm about to achieve my goals, to have a reason, you know? And so right here, obviously, you're having a hard time doing this because of this energy that you're experiencing at this point. But what this card is inviting you to do is look at the past failures, betrayals, not as something bad, but something you've survived, something that made you more powerful. Yes, you might have gone through a lot, but look where you are today. You're still alive. You might be hurting and beat, but you're not out. And this is important for you to just tell yourself, write it down, use it as your mantra. I may be hurting and beat, but I'm not out. And so you clearly have a power within you that you don't even know about, and you need to discover it. Judgment. You need to see this new you, which is hidden inside of you and is trying to come out, and take that power and use it to manifest what you actually want. In your strength position, Queen of Cups, in the meantime that something beautiful, obviously it's coming towards you, you have to learn how to find the light into the darkness. That's what the Queen of Cups does. Everything has positives and negatives, even the lovers, even the sun, even love. But if you are able to find the light into the darkest moments, then you are powerful. You have the power, you have the magician's tool, you have the money. That's the money, knowing how to navigate yourself in those moments. There's a quote from Helen Keller that I love, and it says, "Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content." And it's a really beautiful, powerful message, which is really telling you you can handle anything. Just go for it. Believe in yourself. That's your strength. Take your failures and transform them into strength. So, obviously, with the Hermit right here, you are trying to understand at this moment in time then, what I want. What do I want? What's important for me? Who do I want to be a year from now? This is your time to make a plan, to prioritize. Don't give your time to people and situations that are not going to take you there. Keep a journal, make a plan. This is really important, because if you keep a journal and you keep note of everything, you are going to be able to understand your journey. You're going to be able to understand what took you, what brought you where you are, and why. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. And so keep a journal. Make sure that you know what your journey is about, because we tend to forget. But at the same time, keep living forward. Whew. Now, Cancer, I feel like Oprah in this reading. Right here, I see definitely coming towards you something absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing, and you have to know this. The Six of Pentacles, finally, it's going to be your time to receive. This is the universe giving you wealth, time, energy, love. This is something that now it's finally coming back to you. You've put out there this into the universe a long time ago, and finally now is coming back to you tenfold. This is going to be beautiful also, because with that 10 of Wands, you see a clear message. You getting what you were searching for, what you were looking for. This is definitely an achievement, an end of a cycle and beginning of something new. This talks about accomplishments, completing a journey. And it's going to be very important to understand what this is going to be about, because it's going to define the rest of your future. And here we have that magical moment that we were talking about. Don't underestimate the Ace of Cups, because this is the rediscovery of hope. This is your heart opening up again, feeling certain things that maybe you haven't felt in a while, overjoy, releasing of an emotional baggage, starting fresh. And Cancer, you do need this. You do deserve this. And it's coming towards you. So let's see what this is going to be. I'm sure that you went through a lot, as we've seen here, but you have to keep faith and understanding that what's coming towards you, it's going to be happiness. It's going to be love. And with the Six of Swords here, you are just realizing that this was a painful transition, that although it was painful, now it's taking you towards happiness. It's a cycle, right? And this painful cycle is finally over. What comes next? It's absolutely mind-blowing. So let's see what's coming towards you in the near future, Cancer. Let's see what you should expect soon in the next few weeks, in the next few months, and how this energy is going to transform and evolve in the distant future as well. Where are you going to be a year from now? This is definitely a reading that talks about life being tough on you. But from what we see here, it was just preparing you for the major reward that comes next. Let's see what this is going to be about. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Cancer, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Cancer. All right, now I'm really excited. I'm not going to use it in the reading because I did that off camera, but I put down this deck and we have the sun right there. There is something coming towards you, which now maybe it's hard to believe because you're here, but you are just one point, one dot into a line, which is your journey. And it's taking you to something right now, which is going to completely shake up your world and giving you something that you absolutely deserve, especially considering everything that you went through. Now, we see in the near future an achievement, a new beginning, being able to express your emotions, and someone who maybe is going to express their emotions to you. We see how soon things are starting to change. Let's start focus on this upcoming energy, and then we will see how it's going to blossom, how it's going to evolve in the distant future as well. Let's start with clarifying the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups together with the Six of Pentacles as well. Okay. Look at this. Oh my God, this is really, really beautiful. And for one specific reason. Right here, we have someone who's going to